Before we begin, Mom, I love you. Somewhere over here. You're welcome. Alright. Behind every good student, there is a good teacher, or good spark notes. I'm sorry, Mr. Green. Throughout our 4 years here at Mojave, we have encountered a multitude of teachers. Some were strict, Mr. Miller, Mr. Turcotto. Some were laid back, Mr. Dever. Some were just happy to be here, Mr. Terrell and Ms. Shahan. And then there were the few who just couldn't wait for retirement, Mr. Ayers. Teachers are more than people who complain about their low salaries, Mr. Vick. They were the individuals lucky enough to teach such respectable, courteous, and caring young graduates such as ourselves. I remember the first time I entered the gleaming halls of this beautiful high school, a devilishly handsome young freshman, nervous that my teachers would all be mean and spiteful individuals. But Mr. Bolma actually turned out to be a good guy. My nervousness soon vanished after I met a wonderful teacher that we all remember very well, Mr. J. Wang. You know. Now, many discredited Wang for his unorthodox teaching methods, namely not teaching. But for me, he was the person that opened the doors to my high school career. Not only did Wang have a knack for making students laugh, but because of him, I realized high school was going to be a lot easier than I first imagined. And then I met Mr. Green. Now, for those of you who haven't had the pleasure of being in one of Mr. Green's classes, I applaud you. But in all honesty, Mr. Green is more than just a guy that enjoys assigning excruciatingly difficult essays and long reading assignments. Both in and out of the classroom, he has instilled in me a love for learning and a quest for knowledge. That is something more than any textbook could ever teach. Because of his wisdom and generosity, Mr. Green has become a role model for me that I'll reflect on throughout the entirety of my life. Aside from Mr. Wang and Mr. Green, I've come across men like Mr. Dever and Mr. Lawrence. Both brilliant in their own respect, mind you, and both teaching me that life is a journey that we all must embrace with open arms and open minds. But this isn't all about me. All of you have had your own teachers that have inspired you and changed your perspective on life. This is what they do. This is their story. These are the people who have shaped the minds of tomorrow. Tonight, we should reflect on these important women and men, not only for being truly inspirational mentors, but also for sacrificing so much of their lives to be there for us through our most difficult adolescent years. Thank you, all of you. Whether it was referrals or barely passing grades, what you have given us will be cherished for the rest of our lives. So I want all of us to give these fine people a big round of applause.